Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today. We are going to have some tea and cookies in the form of the tea leaf fortune cards and the fortune cookies mini deck messages. So I do consider this a timeless reading, so it's good for whenever you happen to come across it. So please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe, so if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so you know that can really affect my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I do get tongue-tied. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a bit of a challenge, especially when it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. You know, whenever that happens, I tend to drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. So I also have glaucoma, so you know, sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so that I can see them properly. So just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to eventually, right? Okay. Everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, if you would like to purchase something from my wish list, like a candle or a card deck, something for my household, something for my fur babies, or if you would just like to make a donation, that can all be found in that description box down below. So make sure you check that out. So all right, you guys, let's see. Let's get some tea going here. When it comes to love, let's see what is going on for the collective right now. Ooh, we got the broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Now, it could be both for some people. So, and it could be you're dealing with this rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. And you know, you got to make sure you're not the one being the rooster. We do have stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So if you don't want to have any babies, period, or you don't want to have any more babies, don't come at me, you guys. It does also say new business opportunity, but you know, the old has to be dealt with first. You know, you have to get out from under that. And then the stork's like, let me deliver a new bundle of goodness here for you. And the crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So again, don't come at me if you're like, Gigi, really, no babies, okay? So apparently, you know, you're dealing with this rooster person. Make sure it's not you, right? Something is broken. Something is not working right, whether it's in your personal like relationship or business relationship. Like I said, it could be both for some people. So but once you come out from under that, you heal, you deal, this stork and this crib show up. These are opportunities that will be made available to you once you've let go of the old and made space for it. So, ooh, love it, right? And don't come at me. But also on the flip side of that, for people that have been trying to get pregnant, you know, I feel like you're jumping up and down for joy. Like, yes, send me all the baby dust. Send me all of that juju. I want it all. So for those that are wanting a child, congratulations. I hope that, you know, you have a smooth and wonderful pregnancy, birth, delivery, that everything is just magical and wonderful from the very start to the very end. All right, let's see what we got going on in career and finances here. Spilling the tea. Let's see what we got here. You know, I always like to know what's going on with my money, you know, things of that nature. We have the ant, work, achievement, and success. So, you know, the ant is small, but it is mighty. It's able to carry, you know, things that greatly outweigh it. And you know, the ant knows how to work together in harmony and balance for the greater good of the whole colony. So you know, maybe you have to learn to be a team player here a little bit in order to get things done. We have the goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So if you're like me, you're like, you know what, I want the increase in the material wealth, and I want the spiritual growth. You know, that way I'm able to handle things, you know, because I'm growing spiritually as things are being added to me. We have the quill, and this one flew out. It says get back to the basics, you know, make things a little more simple on yourself. You know, maybe you need to get back to the basics so you're understood as well, right? And if you're writing contracts, you know, make sure you're reading the fine print, make sure everything is on the up and up. You know exactly what you're getting yourself into. All the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted before you sign anything. We also have Miss Piggy showing up here. Beware of greed. You know, they say pride comes before a downfall, and you know, maybe this rooster person is also a pig. You know, if it's not you, well, even if it is you, you could also be the rooster and the piggy. Maybe maybe you have things you need to work on, and maybe you're like, you know what, I recognize I need that spiritual growth in a big way here. Yeah, so you guys, just slow down is also something I'm hearing here as well. You know, make things easy and simple on yourself. Don't make things complicated. All right, let's see what's going on in life. You know, life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes, and your girl here is like, hey life, you know, you really need to pump your brakes, use some Vaseline. And life's like, nah bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to all the time. You know, like, can I have some easy street? Can you sign me up for that? But it looks like we're in the frying pan here. Trouble, accusations, you know, you went from the fire right into the frying pan. So for some of you, you feel like your goose is still getting cooked here. So you got to find a way to get out of that frying pan. And you know, I feel like if this is things being said about you behind your back, for one, or you know, you become aware of it and there's no truth behind it, be like, that is gonna fizzle out. People that know me, and you know, having someone get in their ear and tell them a bunch, because we do have ear for good news here as well, but you know, you have them people around you that are loyal to you and they know you, and they're not just gonna be like, really, I'm not buying what you're selling, so get on down the road. And jealousy is behind it, of course, when that happens, you guys. So hate you you because they ain't you. But we are expecting some good news to come in here, like for those that are waiting to hear, hey, you're pregnant, you know, or hey, you're getting this loan, you're getting this vacation, whatever it is that you are waiting for here, you guys. And we have the butterfly, a change for the better. I love it. You know, butterflies go through a major transformation, a major change, and that is definitely a lot of spiritual growth there. We do have the clouds coming in for temporary problems. So, you know, that sun is working even harder to get through the clouds there to get to you, and, you know, reminding us that problems are indeed just temporary. You know, it can't rain all the time. The sun will absolutely shine on you once again. All right, let's get some fortune cookie messages here. We got our tea, and now we can dunk our cookies in it here. Let's see what we need to know. We got twists and turns. We got a surprise coming in, and we have opportunities. You know, we definitely have lots of opportunities coming in, but twists and turns. Carefully made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all of the upheavals. So it's like the tower, you guys, you know, like maybe you've been sitting in your ivory tower on your blessed assurance, you know, for a long time, and you know, the universe is like, you say you want change, you say you want growth, but I keep telling you to move, and here you are. So let me hit you with some razzle dazzle and get you moving. So, you know, if you refuse to budge, sometimes you're shook out of your comfort zone there, and the universe sometimes is like, oh, you got plans. You're cute. All right, we have a surprise. A disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. An invitation could bring love to those that are searching. So if you're open and ready, then you know, it could be surprise, you're falling in love. And we have opportunities. A stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action, plus a special family reunion looks likely. Hey, so you know, good things up ahead here, you guys. You know, make sure that you're speaking positively over yourself, over other people, over situations, and especially about the future, because it is not yet written in stone. It is a blank canvas, and you can create whatever you want. So you might as well paint a masterpiece for yourself. You know, if you can dream it and believe it, you can absolutely achieve it, you guys. You have to believe, and the moment you believe is the moment you're going to see the results, you guys. So all right, Spirit Tribe, I hope you enjoyed these messages. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. Hit it with the razzle dazzle. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with all of you. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you are part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you, and I am very grateful and thankful to each and every single one of you. So from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate appreciate each and every single one of you. I truly do. And I want to say thank you. Blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.